Election Day is still a week away, but that doesn't mean you can't make your mark early. Advanced polling opened up across the province on Tuesday with a slew of changes intended to make it easier for you to cast your ballot.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Jason Kenny, among the 20,000 Albertans casting ballots in the first 2 hours of advanced polls on Tuesday morning.
There you go. Very good, thank you.
Spurred on by what has become a heated two-way race.
I'm not a pundit, and I'm not going to tell Albertans what they're thinking. Albertans are going to tell us what they're thinking.
And early birds in the voting booth are also a growing trend.
Traditionally, about 3-4 elections ago, only about 10% of the people who voted in total voted in advanced polls. That's crept up to about 30% of the people who participate in the election.
That shift comes in part as the rules around early voting have been relaxed.
Previously, you had to have an excuse to vote at advanced polls. You had to be away on business. You had a family emergency. You had to give a doctor's note to vote at the advanced polls. Now there's no excuse.
We have babysitting and part-time jobs and things, so we knew we had the day off.
We really don't have an excuse not to make it to the polls anymore, so the more participation, the better.
And it's even easier in 2019. Albertans can cast an advanced ballot even if they aren't physically in their own riding to do so.
Yeah, if you live in Calgary and you're working in Edmonton or whatever, you can go to a poll in Edmonton while you're at work today, or at lunch hour while you're at lunch and you see a poll's open, you can pop in, get your ballot and vote.
The increased turnout has prompted a jump in polling stations and the number of required workers, meaning more flexibility as Elections Alberta continues to fill positions leading up to Election Day.
You don't have to be a Canadian citizen to work in the polls anymore, and you can be 16 or 17 years of age if you're mature enough to do the job. So we've increased who we can recruit from.
Now, if you aren't registered to vote, don't worry. You can still complete a declaration at the polling station, provided you bring a piece of government-issued photo ID or 2 pieces of authorized ID with your name and address. Advanced polls are open from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. through to this Saturday. In Edmonton, Cordy Terrio, City News.